Yes. Yeah. Councilman, give me 1 second. Councilman Full, were you in the queue to, okay, so you asked some questions about appointments too? Okay. All right. So before we go into the first item, we'll turn it over to Mayor Strickland.
Thank you.
I first want to apologize to the folks in committee because I'm going to say a lot of the same things I said this morning, but since not everyone was there, I thought I'd start from the beginning. Immediately after I got elected in October, we started on this road to transition, and it was focused on people and policies. We had many teams study different policies, such as recruiting police officers, 911. And we had a presentation on those policies about 2 weeks ago. Many of you were there. But I personally focused most of my 2.5 months on hiring top quality people, because any business, any team is only as successful in the execution of policies as the quality of the people you have working with you. And I can tell you that this slate of people are top quality and great for Memphis. I also had to keep in mind that we need to do more with less. I don't have to tell you, but we all know that we have budget problems. We have to fully fund our pension, and we are roughly $20 million or so per year from doing that. We have to put more money in public safety. We have to hire hundreds of new police officers and maybe even pay them more to recruit and retain them. That takes money. So we went about and we restructured government. And we have what they call a C-suite, where instead of everyone reporting directly to the CAO, I've got 6 chiefs reporting directly to me. And that's the Chief Operating Officer, the Police Services, Human Resources, Communications, Finance, and Legal. And through this restructuring, we eliminated jobs, roughly $1 million in positions that we will not reappoint. We also increased the salaries of certain employees and then created other jobs that cost roughly $350,000. So there was a net savings of over $600,000, $633,000 to be exact. And I want you to really emphasize the fact that we are paying slightly more on some positions. I want you to keep in mind, and we've given you this information, we have it again for you. We are still, even after the increases in pay, still under or below the market. Certainly under the market for the private industry, and we're under the market for other government agencies. Mayor Wharton's administration did a study on compensation, and those results show that all these positions are under the government market. In addition, I want to remind you that we have a net decrease. So we're doing more, but with less cost. I do want to make note of, since this morning, based on our conversations with Councilman Janice Full, we agree that she's correct that our fire director ought to be making more. And we ask that y'all amend that to make it $145,000. That still leaves the net savings over $600,000, but it's more equitable because she does supervise a pretty large organization. In addition to that, based on some conversations with council members, I think there's a miscommunication on my part, which is all the more reason to build up the communications office. I want to talk to you about communications. We are not simply just replacing what was there. It's a whole new office. It's apples and oranges. The old communications director basically, because of just issued press releases. And other divisions had communications officers. In fact, Parks had 3. We've eliminated those 3 jobs. And we're putting it all in-house. Eliminating those 3 jobs saved over $250,000. So our communications director will take control of communications all throughout city government. And to do that, we had to go out and hire a superstar. And we got one in Ursula Madden. And not only is she going to handle communications for the entire city, she's going to handle marketing. Because the Parks Department does require some marketing, our community centers, our libraries. All that's going to be now handled under this one division. In addition to that, we're moving the Freedom of Information request under communications. That's when people ask for public records. We're moving out of legal, which is actually going to save some money, and put it under communications. Because in my mind, we want to be open and transparent. And the people in charge of transparency are the communications people, and they're the ones who should take control of documents. I'm a lawyer, so I can say this. We lawyers aren't really open people, and we don't naturally want to give out documents a lot. So that's why we're going to move it out of legal and into communications. Legal will look at it for privileged information. But the overall theme is how can we produce documents? And you may not know this, but if a citizen asks for documents, they have to get a response within 7 days. I'm not sure that's happening now. And Ursula Madden's committed to getting that done. There are 3 directors not on this list, and that's because they're all interim. Engineering, police, and parks. At some point in the next few months, we'll come with recommendations on those directorships, but that's why those 3 are not there. In closing, I am committed to serving and communicating with the public, with the employees, and with you. And please know that this team that we have assembled can get the job done. I need your help. I'm here to execute on the budget that y'all pass and the policies you pass. I need a good team to do that. And this is a really good team. And I appreciate y'all's consideration, and I ask for your vote yes on all these appointments.
Thank you, Mayor Strickland.